Hi everybody, it is Tuesday. I think it's still Tuesday. I already did lunch with Lori today, so this is my second video today. If you didn't see my first video, you can catch that. That was lunch with Lori, and I used the Tune In bundle, which is an annual catalog bundle, and I did a really fun thing. I made faux vinyl, so we made it look retro. So be sure to check that out. But for now, this video, if you're watching right now, this is day 22. I am getting there. I'm so proud of myself that I've stuck with this, and I've given you 21 projects so far. So I hope that you've enjoyed those and that you are liking coming along on this journey with me. Today I'm going to switch back to Christmas. I think we've gone back and forth between Christmas and fall and Halloween. I'm going to focus on Christmas today, and I'm pulling a stamp set called So Very Merry from the online exclusives, and you may have missed this one. It's been on the online exclusives for a while, and it is it looks like stained glass. And when you color it, some ladies don't like to color. I do have customers who do not like to color, and that's okay. I do like to color every once in a while, and so today we're going to color. The one I'm using today is the Gingerbread house, and I'll show you the stamp set in just a second. The angel and the Santa Claus look a little more stained glass-ish than the gingerbread house, but for today, that's what I'm going to use. Earlier today, I used the designer series paper packs that are color families, and I used the brights. No, I didn't. I used the neutrals. I don't know what color family I used. The neutrals and the 24 to 26 in color family. This afternoon, I'm going to use the subtles. Oh my goodness, I'm having trouble with my words. I'm going to use the subtles. Sometimes you just need a little bit of color, and you don't necessarily need a whole lot of pattern. You just need it to be a background. And so the original paper that I chose for my card this afternoon was competing a little bit too much. So I just pulled out the Pool Party neutrals paper. So let's get going. I'm going to flip it around. You can see the card. We are going to use some fun ribbon, some fun embellishments, and a really cool stamp set. So there's the finished card. I'm going to put that over here for just a second, and I'm going to show you the stamp set. The stamp set is, it's an outline stamp set, and it's made to be colored. Like I said, it looks like stained glass, and it coordinates with the 2 3/8 inch circle punch. I'm not going to use that today. I actually am pairing it with the Stylish Shapes dies, and they give just a little bit of stitching around the outside edges. But there's a bird, bells, an angel, mistletoe, and Santa Claus. So, and it's not a bundle, it is just a stamp set. And then I'm also going to use the Subtles designer series paper. I'm using the Pool Party, and then my dies were the Stylish Shapes. Okay. So my card base this afternoon is Pool Party, and I just, there's something about Pool Party and red that I just really like. I'm not sure why that is, but that is my favorite, or one of my favorites. All right, and then I have a pool party. Oh my goodness, I have a real red panel. You'll see stars on my paper from my earlier video, so hopefully you're not too distracted by retro stars. And then I have a white panel. I have a 2" by 5 1/4 piece of Pool Party designer series paper. I used the stripes. I didn't want to do the whole thing because I wanted to be able to stamp my sentiment here on this white piece. And then I've got some layers for my Stylish Shapes. So actually, let's go ahead. I'm going to set these aside. I'm going to start with coloring. Let's do that first. I'm going to stamp my Gingerbread house in Memento ink, and then I'm going to color it with Stampin' Blends. So when you use Stampin' Blends, you should use the Memento, because it works with the alcohol markers. I have to stand up so I can get my Gingerbread house Gingerbread house in the right spot. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now that's the end of the black ink. Safety first. Okay, I have several blends here. I've got them all ready. And it's random. I colored my original card earlier with the light red, or the dark red blend. And I'm gonna try the light cherry cobbler this time. I would prefer my my candy cane parts to be a little bit more red than pink. So I'm gonna go ahead and color the candy cane on the house. This is relaxing. I do love to color. Our daughter-in-law asked for coloring books last year for Christmas, and she was so excited when she got a couple of those. Like, she immediately sat down and just started to color. But then I have people who are not interested in coloring. They're not excited. So I'm not sure, are you a team color or a team I just want it to be an outline and call it done? What is your preference? Okay, got my candy canes. I'm gonna color the house. I pulled out the pecan pie. I thought that looked pretty gingerbreadish. I'm gonna go ahead and color the house part with the light gingerbread. We can add some shading if we want to, but I'm gonna go ahead and just color our gingerbread house on the front. This is just the main part of the house. And you can see the panels if it were done in stained glass, how it would look. You'll notice that I didn't get my table back, but I did switch out my card table so there's no more shaking. And you can color in some if you want along some lines, or just make some shading. Oh, I see a spot we missed. Okay. We can always come back and shade some more if we want. Now, I'm gonna use the dark pecan pie to do the roof, and I'm kind of just gonna go along the lines, maybe fill in a few of the shingles to give some shade, variation in the color. It doesn't have to be perfect at this point. We're gonna blend that all together. There we go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and color in with the light pecan pie. And the parts where you did the dark will be darker. So you can kind of see that the shingles are darker. If you want it to be darker, you could come back in and shade some of those. And then I've got Lemon Lolly. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to, hi Pam, thanks for joining me. You haven't missed a thing. I'm coloring. And I just asked if you were a team color person or not team color, or if you like to just have your projects done. All right, I colored the light yellow, or the window yellow, thinking that maybe, you know, it would look like light coming through the window. And then I'm gonna color my door pool party. I know pool party is not usually a door color, but my card is pool party, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do that. And then I'm gonna color, oh, let's see, let's do 2 of our gumdrops in pool party as well. And then I have a couple of other colors I have. Let's see, let's go with 1 gumdrop on the roof to be yellow. I don't want my colors to be too bright. I want the star of the show to be the gingerbread and the pool party. I think so too. I think so too. I think that coloring is a fun thing, and we could do this a completely different color scheme and it would look completely different, and I love that, how you can use one thing to make more than one. Let's make our gumdrops down here pink. Little pink gumdrops. Okay. That's it. That's all the coloring. That took me less than 5 minutes. Okay. Now, it took me longer to gather my markers, I think, than it did to do that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my panels together, my little squares, my stylish shaped squares that I cut. I'm gonna put the white one onto a pool party. I've got 3 different sizes. I've got small, medium, and large. And so I'm just gonna keep building, and then we're gonna put the pool party one on the real red square. Now, I don't want to necessarily glue this down yet because I'm going to stamp on it. And so I want to make sure I'm just going to lay these items on here about where I think I want to put it. Because since I'm going to stamp on this panel, if I put everything down and then I mess it up, I am out of luck. So I'm just going to lay it on there. And then I'm going to stamp my words. And it doesn't have to be exactly centered. We can always move our little panel. There we go. So real red, just, oh, what fun. I think gingerbread houses are fun. Our kids always like to do gingerbread houses. My husband likes to do gingerbread houses. As a matter of fact, he bought one after Christmas a couple of years ago, like pieces and parts and candy and I don't know, on whatever big sale. And there's been a gingerbread house in my freezer in the garage for 2 years because last year they ran out of time and they didn't get to do it. So hopefully they can do that this year and we can get that gingerbread house out of our freezer. All right, so I have my pool party stripe. That's just the pattern that I chose. Originally I was going to do the circles and I thought that was a little too much. So I got that. Now, I thought about the red and white baker's twine, but I thought that might be a little too busy. But we have this pool party, what's it actually called? Pool party pom-pom ribbon. And it's been out of stock and I hadn't used it because I thought, why would I show it? But it's actually back in stock and I can't even begin to tell you how good this feels. Like the little pom-poms they're fluffy and they feel so good. And so that made me happy today. So I'm not going to tie a bow today. I'm just going to cut it a little bit longer than my card. And then I'm going to tape it. I'm going to use just regular old Scotch tape. Scotch tape is one of my favorite tools in my craft room. And I'm going to tape it on the back. So I'm going to lay it where I want it and wrap that piece around just like that. And then I'm going to pull it. Oop, I think it's a little crooked. I can tell that my ribbon is not straight. Okay. I said it was going to be easy. There we go. And then I'm just going to pull my ribbon taut and wrap it around the back on this side and tape it down. Just like that. Okay, so it adds a little bit of texture, a little bit of fun. Like I said, the pom-poms are just, they add a fun little touch. And then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to attach it to this piece. On my other sample, I actually wrapped it around the red piece and then did dimensionals. I'm going to try with regular adhesive and we're going to see if this works. My preference is usually to use dimensionals, but if I had done that, I probably should have gone around the red piece. But that's okay. I think it's not too thick, and I'm going to put some adhesive in the middle just so I can catch it in the middle so that it doesn't pop up. Okay. So there we have that. See how easy this is coming together? After it took the 5 minutes to color it, and then we're just going to put it all together. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my panel, my red panel, on the front. Hi Janet, thanks for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. Have you, I'm just going to ask those of you who are watching, have any of you even seen this stamp set on the online exclusives? You probably missed it, didn't you? You probably didn't even notice that it was there. It's been around for a little bit, and I think it's easy to miss on those online exclusives, so be sure to check that out. Okay, now, last thing we're going to put, well, not the exact last thing, almost. We're going to put dimensionals on our square so that it goes up and over our pom-pom ribbon. I'm using my scraps. I thought I was going to be able to finish this for this video, but I don't think I'm going to use them all. All right, got my dimensionals. I'm going to pop that on the front of our card. Right like that. And then, just to add one little step of fun, I have my peppermints. My goodness, my paper is all wacky. My real red and white peppermints, which were supposed to be back in stock next week. And I just looked at the inventory status report and it says November 18th. So if you are waiting on real red and white peppermints, I apologize. They are delayed a little longer. But they're awesome. They're worth the wait. And if you wait until November and you've already made your Christmas cards, then I would find a way next year to use them because they're so cute. There's small, medium, and large. I'm going to use one of each just so we get those on our card. Let's see. Let's put one up here. There we go. And so there is today's card. This cute little So Very Merry gingerbread man, or gingerbread house. Oh my goodness, man, house, same thing, I guess. Gingerbread. I know, it's so sad. They came back and then boom, like the date changed and then it said November today and it was just sad. It's just sad. So yeah, that's all I can say. It's sad. But that shows how popular they are, and it also shows how cute they are because they are adorable. So, and they pair very well with our little gingerbread house. So that today is project number 22. I hope that you will be back tomorrow and we will do project number 23 of 31. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. So we might circle back to Halloween or we might keep rolling with Christmas. We'll see how I feel in the morning. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.